And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Shadow Empire in Fontus and Aliens Mayhem. It's around 247. We had a surprisingly quiet intern here. And we have 3 decisions. We did keep our promise. Age of Danger is back. Era of Danger is back.
Yes, sir.
You want Nosencredge, 930. Is that you? No, 930. That's a bit of an ask. In 13 turns? Yeah, that's not happening. We're gonna tell you no. Make a mascot.
Wilco.
Okay, we're gonna start off the fighting this turn with a tank attack to clear the road.
All clear, sir.
The rebels were able to take a tank with them. I think that's all they're gonna be able to do.
All clear, sir.
Rebels are defeated. Okay, let's start an air recon.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango
AA was able to
Foxtrot.
drive the recon off prematurely, although we do still have pretty high reconnaissance. Range attack hit him with all the guns. No return fire expected.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
We were able to inflict 5 subunits of casualties and 27 subunits of pins and retreats, lowering the effectiveness of the pocket. I'm going to want to bring the tank back up, probably to help push the line back. Probably go with that one, that one, that one. Sweep and drive them back. We do have a proposed peace. Do I do that assault? Let's do the quick air recon here.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay. Then we'll do air or ranged attack with the artillery. Preparatory bombardment.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
And the question here, what is our odds if we were to attack? I think the odds are still going to be pretty bad. We might have an attack worth doing here. Although I don't think we're going to have one that's heavy enough to actually break in and get the pocket to surrender. That's the struggle with the swamp here. Yeah, let's still take this one.
Going in.
Lost a commander.
Port.
Yeah. No dice. Lost 50 subunits. Destroyed 23. That probably wasn't worth doing the attack. Okay. That is what it is. Oh, and I still have one of the infantry is out over here. Let's actually move you to the front. Don't think it's gonna make a big difference in the attack, but another unit's another unit. Yep, they've got the ranged attack. I don't think it's going to be necessarily a great range attack. We'll do a recon buzz.
Birds are in the sky.
Oh, managed to lose one in the last turn of the
Whiskey
recon
Tango
buzz. Okay.
Foxtrot.
Okay, and then we'll pound him with the artillery. The artillery won't be bombarding for very long this turn.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
As I said, won't be bombarding for very long. We got one unit to retreat. Yeah. Bureaucratic offices did complete, which is why we completed that goal. Victory is sitting at 35.8. We need to get 50 to win. We can roll the unification. We probably aren't going to succeed. Probably not going to succeed. So, failure is expected.
Yes, sir.
Let's add more population here.
Understood.
We're fighting migration, which isn't super ideal. Although they're migrating to one of our other cities, which probably also needs the population, so that's fine. And yeah, we are going to start the construction of the demilitarization plant.
Yes, sir.
I just need more
Roger
metal.
that, sir.
Could probably do with metal or laser rifles going faster, but is what it is. We've done small arms. Have we done personal armor? Yes. Swap over to conventional guns? Probably. Org applied all
Order acknowledged.
research. Actually, I suppose if I'm thinking of trying to say swap over to energy guns, I probably don't want guns for the tank upgrade, right? Go fuel
Order
efficiency.
acknowledged.
Save us some petrol. Thinking about it, I probably let one of our petrol wells go out again. Oh, no, I haven't, although it's about to go out, so I should probably drop the card. It is time. I'm actually timing it right this time.
Copy that.
Okay. Yeah, let's just roll the turn. Oh, I should check what's the time on the transport contracts. Okay, should be coming around to us shortly. Round 248, we have 13 decisions. Roaming thieves, waste disposal, waste disposal. Okay, just confirm
Yes,
this
sir.
one. 2316 is not you. Not you. Not you, it is you. That one's a bit more believable. Although you're giving me less time. You're giving me 9 turns to take it. I think it is believable that we could try to take it in 9 turns. So let's
Order
accept that
received.
one. Worst case scenario, I fail.
Order acknowledged.
Sir, yes, sir. Order acknowledged. Sir, yes, sir.
Understood. Roger that.
I don't need the sensei, so we'll do nothing, and we'll eventually be
Roger.
getting gladiators in the future. They're investing in us, so we'll just
Yes, sir.
accept. I'm still gonna say no to expanding the
Roger
town.
that.
And yeah, this is a well-expand situation. I think we'd be getting like 80-90% if we didn't do it right now, but we'll do it now. 54,000 more on that well, so that was a good roll. New commander for the 8th Grenadier. You're terrible for the job, but you have the job.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Air recon, recon the site.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango.
Okay, they
Foxtrot.
were driven off. They were able to get some decent recon in the meantime. Range attack in all 3 guns. 3 battalions of guns.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
We were able to destroy 11 subunits for no return fire. So the other question is, do we attack? I'm apparently not getting that terrible of odds, given the level of recon. So this might be an attack we can succeed at. Although I haven't been checking their supply situation, it might be that they let their transport contract lapse. If that happened, then their supply situation would have gone to hell in a handbasket real fast. They've also been an artillery barrage, so I wouldn't be surprised if the logistic route was being interfered with by the port taking damage. Come on, game. You can attach units, please. Yeah, if we're getting 1-to-1 odds, I think we're at least going to take the swing. There we go. That is off to a good start. Does it continue? Yeah, I think with the commander dead, I think we're going to lose the initiative. Yeah.
Requesting backup.
19 lost subunits. 137 lost subunits. Yeah, I think something's gone wrong on their side. Although they still have 122 holding. What can the reconnaissance tell us about the supply situation? Yeah, the supply situation isn't great. It is working, it's just not great. That's the situation there. We're going to do recon. We're not range attack. Air recon here.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Again, followed up with another ranged attack bombardment with the artillery.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
We did destroy one unit. Couple suppressed. Air recon here as well.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
And then we'll do some preparatory bombardment. Here, I'm fairly sure we're not going to go in for a actual attack again.
Fire when ready.
Last one didn't go very well. Oh, especially if you're losing artillery units to the counter battery. Okay, we just lost one subunit to, well, 1 to 2. So it wasn't a bad exchange. Although we lost an artillery unit and we don't know what they lost. Still working on the laser rifles, 48%. Urbanization only 12%. Maybe not getting as much research as I'd like. One way to fix that would be more bureaucracy, but it's its own problem. Do we have ever proposed? We have one proposed piece. Let's propose it.
Copy that.
Okay, we now have peace with Becker. So we can take the opportunity here probably to reorganize. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's about 8 long. We got 4 battalions set up here at the moment. Oh, I've actually got... do I have 5 here? I might have 5 here. Yeah, I got 5 here. Okay, so that's going to make the map a little bit complicated and where to deploy them all. We'll take time to reorganize here. We're not aiming to pull anyone off Becker, because we probably are going to get into a war with them again. We'll just let their revolt stew a bit in the background here. We'll see if they actually pull people off, and then we can focus more of the force on, you know, dealing with Neville. Could bring up more artillery, although we're apparently going through the combat rounds pretty quickly. Maybe don't rush to figure out how to shoot more if we're having issues. We're trying to provide what we are shooting. Minor. If we can get that unification. The unification is going to be a bit RNG, but
Copy that.
if we can get it, we can get it. And if we can get it, we want it.
Understood.
Standing by.
Understood. Understood.
Okay, let's cycle a turn. I might contemplate taking an attack here in winter after an artillery bombardment when we've got it all frozen up. So we're not too much worried about the Becker front for the moment, although we're also not really interested in seeing their units move away, because obviously we're not going to take advantage of it if it's peace. here we go. Back under us, round 249. We got 8 decisions. Quack Doctors squared. Still period of violence. Got another proposed peace, so we could be trying to propose peace with the other one. No, democracy to hit 92. That's plausible.
Order received.
Wilco.
I'm on it.
Roger.
Affirmative.
They foresee war. We'll do the public statement, just because we are looking for mind and heart and not fist anymore.
Copy that.
We, of course, apparently that was a role that we didn't succeed at, so they're now hostile. Commander for the 20th Grenadier. We can postpone it, or we can recruit commanders, which is what we're going to do.
Roger that. Roger that. Affirmative.
Okay, air recon.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, reconnaissance mission was completed at the cost of one of a recon. Range attack, hit them hard.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
Okay, our preparatory bombardment was capable of destroying one unit and retreating 7. Do a generalized assault. We're starting with 1 unit, it's 1 to 20. So we'll see if this becomes a viable sort of attack if we queue them all up. It's not going to be the worst of odds. They are armored, apparently. We're getting penalties to the armor. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this attack.
Going in. We need more fire.
Almost managed to drive them back into the sea. 44 subunits lost to the defenders, 32 to us. And then over here, we're basically going to kind of do the same thing. These tanks won't be ready for the assault in order to attack this turn. I might actually take a turn off. We might just recon and hit them with the artillery.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
Artillery is proving somewhat effective. Managed to destroy 11 units with artillery bombardment. Yeah, I think we'll wait 1 turn, and then we'll do the attack next turn when the tanks are ready.
Copy that.
Let's change your color. You're hard to tell against the green. Oh, putting you back close to the 11th is not a good idea either. Make it a slightly different color. There we go. Okay, so I think that's a good defensive line. Was really interested in getting rid of this pocket where you could, in theory, pull some of the units out of the line to bring more in. But no, I think we'll take the next turn with the tanks in support after hitting them with the artillery like we've been doing. Has the construction been going according to plan? Yes. Still going to be 10 turns. It is a long time. We're not making enough metal to warrant doing multiple at a time, I think. Maybe that might be what we need to do if I just need more metal. No, I've got no more metal to develop. So yeah, if I need more metal, it has to come from those demilitarization facilities. Get the radioactives going. Which is here. You know, let's try to get the radioactives going.
Roger.
We don't necessarily need to be fast, although radioactives are radioactives.
Understood.
Oh, the demilitarization is going to require... Yeah, okay, that's fine. So I think what we'll do, once we get the radioactives going, is we'll probably start the process on getting a second demilitarization facility going. Because we're going to cap the first one out and just not have enough metal coming off of it is the answer.
Roger that. Roger that.
Okay, let's cycle the turn. Okay. Again, we're not really expecting to see anything on Becker, and Becker's actually after Nibble, so we've seen what we're going to see this turn. It's going to be a boring turn. We've got the 2 ports under siege. Adams Range Imperium, round 250. We have 12 decisions. And that Crisis of Violence is just throwing lots of danger events.
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes,
Do
sir.
more research.
Yes, sir.
Confirm. It's really tempting to do something like an armor upgrade. No, it's too early for the gun. Or battle dress, even though we don't have... Or upgrade infantry with battle dress. What is our field testing? Howitzers, we're up to 83. Howitzers probably are worth upgrading. Yeah, let's do a howitzer upgrade. Artillery, build upon the howitzer. Previously, we were running the 240mm gun. We can go all the way up to 300mm. Hello, Twitch chat. Saying Shadow Empire. Uh-huh. Alright, so yeah, let's go up to 300mm gun. We're definitely going to do heavier than padded. I'm not sure about going up to battle dress. If everything goes according to plan, usually with artillery, you're not receiving return fire on them. So we'll go heavy combat armor.
Order
Save the
received.
machine part.
Understood.
Let them petition us, which does cause them arrest, but it's probably less than the fear would be on the other option.
Roger that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Roger that, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the front we're going to attack on. So first we'll open up with the air recon.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Provide a recon for the artillery. Preparatory artillery barrage.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
So the artillery were able to destroy 26 subunits before the assault. Now it is time for the assault. Getting a little slow on the UI here. How many UI? There we go. Getting probably some of the better odds that we've had in an attack before. Yeah, I think the garrison here will finally fall. Oh yeah, much more effective for the attack.
All clear, sir.
The garrison surrenders. 498 subunits surrendering and or destroyed at the cost of 5. Okay, so that is one of their 2 beachheads destroyed. Units haven't reinforced over here. We're getting bottlenecking on the rail line. Okay. Can partially adjust for that. Traffic signs. Turn down the... or turn up the shipping in that direction. Hopefully that'll work. We are still at peace with Becker, although maybe not for long. Maybe that war is going to turn hot again real soon. Radioactives. Everything goes at speed. Should be complete next turn. Soil demobilization facility is proceeding at speed. Check the mine overview. Make sure none of the oil's running out. Not yet. We got a couple turns.
Copy that.
There we go. So we are at 35.8. Next turn we'll see how much that jumps by, as the integration of that new territory should make it jump. Go ahead and seal the road over to that location. I probably will use this militia, although it'll probably get assigned to Coast Guard duty. Actually using them in combat operations just a way for disappointing numbers. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to the colonists for a turn, I think. Okay, we're gonna cycle the turn. Things are going well. We just got the last of the miners join us. Construction's going well. We've taken one of the 2 Nebel beachheads. If we plan out things well, when we're back in Becker, we might be able to crush this beachhead as well. Let's try to reorganize the forces here. First step here is make the 18th not the same color as the 8th. Unit admin. We'll make you red. There we go. That's going to be easy to teleport. I think we're going to assign 1 brigade to each of the attacking hexes. There we go. And then, yeah, we can free up the artillery from over here can come rolling in, transport it over when we're done with that hex. We'll keep it to the road, but it should be able to lay a blistering fire on the position. Okay. Then tech-wise, eco, we're getting 10% return towards urbanization. Military is 10% towards laser rifles. Applied science is working on fuel efficiency. Probably wait until that gets to 50% before moving it to the next thing. Air Force is actually in discovery mode. Probably hoping to hit VTOL. No, we hit VTOL. Just didn't pop back up when we hit VTOL. Okay, I need to tell it to pop back up and do VTOL. We don't have the 4, we need an energetic plasma. Which would be nice. We'd like some plasma engines. Okay, so we call you.
Yes, sir.
Research. VTOL.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then our oil wells are good. Not this turn, not next turn. The turn after that's when we want to hit this oil well with an upgrade. Radioactive mine will be done next turn. Okay, let's cycle the turn. Looks like Becker is still struggling with their rebels. To be fair, we did spawn 40,000 rebels in their rear, so it's not a small rebellion. Round 251, we got 8 decisions. Okay. And we can see what the victory score is post taking the town. We're now up to 40.8% victory. So we just need another 9.2, and I think that does have to come off of someone else. If you could pause here if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, do the math for yourself on how many victor points are unacquired. At this point, I think we've got all the zones, I think, are assigned to someone. I don't think there's any leftover population. There's some planets, like there's some minor islands that no one cares about, but not that much of the planet. Okay, we're going to do our air recon here.
Birds are in the sky. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Preparatory bombardment with the artillery. And then mass assault with the infantry.
Fire when ready. Yes, sir.
We don't have any real armored vehicles here, so this may be... I don't think this is going to be as successful an assault as the last one was on the port. We got one armored car for armored support. Otherwise, it's just a mass infantry assault. Although it was a pretty poor readiness location after the whole bombarding we've been doing.
Going in. We need more firepower.
Not quite. One subunit still fighting. The last man holds. 30 subunits destroyed, 52 are disorganized, 23 lost in the assault. So we did come off better than they did. Although we were forced to withdraw and stop the assault. Okay. So at the current tempo, we'll have to wait a turn between attacks. Because the ground's going to unfreeze. So not next turn, but the turn after next, we'll go at them again.
Roger that.
What's the status of my trucks? Have we upgraded the trucks? No, we still got the early game truck. Okay, let's take the time to get the truck to have a real engine. Truck. Build upon the horn. Light diesel engine? No, too small. Give me the triple diesel engine. 6 times the engine power, because I have a need for speed. That's probably also one of the reasons our artillery is not... The anti-tanks are not super mobile earlier in the game, because they've still got the tiny little engine.
Understood. Roger that. Roger that.
Everyone that we've got is bad for the job. I guess we're going to take you.
Yes, sir.
Not the right sort of person, but...
Copy that.
No, we're not upgrading the zone that we're just taking over. Allow emergency food, supply units before units regular supply, and confirm. And yeah, we're not at war with you, and we haven't successfully thrown you back into the sea. And what? That would be a 13% chance of proposing of peace, so I'm not in a rush to propose. First of all, because I think we can take the next objective. Second of all, because I think it's a waste of time at the moment. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put a Coast Guard between there and here. The surplus we might push over the other border for basically the same thing. Okay, we'll get these guys deployed into this new battle line against Becker. Becker's not going to stay at peace with us for very long. So we should prepare for that war. Construction-wise, the radioactive mining facility is complete, so we'll see more radioactives coming in. Soil demineralization is proceeding at speed. We don't have very much surplus metal, so I'm not feeling like it is a good time to start construction on the next demineralization facility. Obviously working on 4 here, it's only going to go up to 5. I don't even think at 5 is going to provide us enough metal. So obviously we're going to want to continue upscaling that. Okay. Let's go ahead, we'll cycle the turn, and yeah, we got up to 40.8 victory score at this point. We're going to cycle the turn, we're going to probably have to go 2 turns before we can actually get that hex taken. We'll, what's going on? There's the fish being fish. One of these days we're going to have to get planes together to just shoot the fish. Which, thinking about planes to shoot the fish, you shoot some fish.
Bombs away! Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Okay, let's cycle that turn. Looking at the time, we're coming up and we're going to put the next part break in. If you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow from this stream, because we're going to record one more part. If you're watching on Twitch, I'm going to take a moment to get up, stretch the legs, sip some tea between parts here. I'll try to get the ads out of the way while I'm taking that break. But we are going to watch the rest of this end turn play out. See if Nebel attacks us. And if Beggar attacks us, we might see them actually attack, not just declare war. But Becker technically is at peace. They would have to declare first. Although I think they're low enough they can, in fact, declare. So Nebel didn't attack, which makes sense. We almost threw them back into the sea, so they probably got no readiness. And then Becker isn't attacking, which either is due to them not having enough forces ready to attack if they declared, or because they haven't declared yet. Becker's rebels had a couple turns. We don't have enough recon to see what the rebels are doing, but we can tell the rebels are still rebelling. Okay, we'll be picking up in the next part on around 252. with 6 decisions. If you're watching on YouTube, that will be Tar. If you're watching on Twitch, that will be after a short stretch break. So until the next part, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.